Hello, everybody. I am Ann Robinson. Welcome to my channel where it is awesome to be Ann and it is awesome to be you. Yes, it is. And I am coming at you today because it is time to elevate our minds because mental elevation is required. Yes, it is. And I already have the word for today. The word for this week and the word for a lifetime is kindness. Yeah, kindness. So let's see, what kindness means for each of us today. We already have a clue, I know, but let me read this and see what it says. It says, through kindness, the world softens. Be kind to all beings and things. In this way, creation returns to its natural state of beauty. I like that. Word is kindness. And it says, through kindness, the world softens. Be kind to all beings and things. In this way, creation returns to its natural state of beauty. And yeah, when I think of that, when it says that, the world softens when kindness is shown, because so many times today and the way that the world is today, it's not in a natural state of beauty. It's in a natural state of ugliness and rudeness and discourtesy. And people are not as kind as they used to be. And a lot of reasons why people are not kind as they used to be is because a lot of times people will take people's kindness for granted. Let's see, there has been some stories in the news that would fit this really wonderfully, and I will bring up Oprah as one of them. Okay, she had met this young man, and at the time he was a young boy living in the projects, and she had met him at something she was attending or something she was filming, I believe, in his actual building where he lived. And when she met him, she was, touched and wanted to, and she felt so touched that she extended to him kindness. And where she, from that point on, she paid for him to go to a better school. And he ended up dropping out eventually, and then had came up into her life presently while she was attending an event, and wanted to say that he was sorry that he let her down. And and I say sometimes that we take people's kindness for granted, is that when they do something for us, we don't appreciate it, and we end up not we end up, with the person who's extended that kindness maybe thinking more than once and more than twice, rather they will do it again. And sometimes people don't do it again. If they keep showing kindness and all they get back is, ungratefulness, then they won't extend that kindness on the next time. And so that really, stands out, that the world can get hard when their kindness is taken for granted. Another situation that I saw, I know this is social media on Facebook, was an act of kindness that was extended towards this elderly gentleman. I believe he was in his 80s. It was a couple that had just gotten married, and this elderly gentleman, his truck had broken down, and he had broke down, and he was one of the people that he was cutting yards for a living. So he actually had to start walking. This 80-year-old man had to start walking to each of the people's yards that he was supposed to cut to actually fulfill his obligations and to continue making money. And so this couple that he actually cuts their grass too, they saw this, and they created a GoFundMe account for this gentleman so that they can raise the money to get him a truck. And I think they ended up getting about $13,000 or something like that. And they ended up getting him a truck at cost. And they were able, I believe, to pay the insurance on the truck and get him a lawnmower on top of it. And that is what I'm talking about. That is kindness. They didn't have to do that, but these people, the couple, showed kindness to the elderly man, and he was most certainly touched. His family said that has to be the greatest thing that anyone has ever done for him. And there have been people that have created GoFundMe accounts in previous times for different reasons. I believe there was one person, a lady, who said that she had cancer. And I think her friend created the GoFundMe account to help pay for her expenses, just to help her out. And it ended up that the girl did not have cancer. Okay. And we see this time after time happening. And then you just begin to not want to help people. You just don't want to extend kindness and helpfulness to people, because that, once again, they take your kindness for granted, or they use and abuse your kindness or others' kindness. So a way that you can soften the world is to, in spite of those few people, what they say, a one bad apple spoils the whole bunch. Well, we don't want to let one bad apple or a few bad apples that we have encountered in life, a few people that we have encountered in life, to allow us to stop showing kindness. I'm always feeling so bad now that, you see someone on the side of the highway, and especially if it is a female, not saying that men do not need help, if it's an elderly man or anybody, actually. I mean, we're more prone to stop for females and elderly people. And so I feel like now it's so hard for you to even want to stop, because people have evil minds. And when I say evil minds, a lot of people set you up. You stop to help them, and they're there to ambush and attack and take what you got. There was a lady on I was watching, Verse 48, I think that's what it's called. And she was a person in the neighborhood, and she had seen these people before, and they came and asked could they use her phone. So she let them use her phone. And they came in. They weren't really wanting to use the phone. They wanted some money so that they could go out and club for the night. Yeah, it was the girl's 21st birthday. She wanted to go out and club for the night. So what did she do? What did that gentleman do? They took this lady's life for a few dollars. Yeah, this lady was extending kindness by allowing them to use her telephone. But in this day and time, I know that we still have to exercise wisdom. We have to exercise caution. But when there is opportunity where we are safe and where we feel absolutely comfortable, we should be willing to extend kindness. Don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch, or one bad experience, or one bad dealing with individual or individuals stop you or us or anyone from being kind, from extending kindness when the opportunity is there and it's the right opportunity and all is safe. Let us extend kindness, and through that kindness, it says the world will soften. We always say that it starts with one. And that one person can be myself, that one person can be you. And if we keep on going on and each of us begin to show kindness to people, kindness in situations and circumstances, then certainly the world will see that there are still kind people out there, and that this world is not as bad as it seems to be. And it says we're to be kind to all beings. We're to be kind to everyone. It could be so simple as saying good morning to someone in the morning. When we go on our jobs in the morning, sometimes you don't know what kind of night that person may have had that you're getting ready to walk by without speaking. You don't know what kind of morning they might have had. And just by simply saying good morning and giving them a smile, it could brighten up their day. you know? So I'm just saying that we could be kind. It could be just simply saying hello. It could be in simply having a conversation. If you're on the public busing and you're sitting next to someone on the subway, on the train, sitting next to someone, just simply smiling and maybe having conversation, with someone. Sometimes people don't have anyone to talk to. Sometimes you'll be surprised that if you say hello to someone and just simply giving general surface conversation, they'll begin to talk and it'll make them feel so much better. And they'll be like, oh man, you're like an angel. I'm so glad that I had a chance to meet you. So nice to meet you. It's just being kind. Showing kindness, holding the door open for the person that is behind you as you get ready to enter into a door. Hold it open and say, let them through without letting it slam in their face. That is one way. That's a small, simple act of courtesy and kindness that is very much appreciated. And what else can I think of as far as an act of kindness? It could be something as simple as saying, thank you so very much for your help. Because lots of times people do things for us and we, not because we are ungrateful, but sometimes we just fail to say thank you. Say thank you to that person that did something really wonderful for you. And when you get the opportunity, when somebody has shown kindness to you, show that same kindness to them as well. Bestow some kindness on them. And when they least expect it, I call that random acts of kindness. And it says not only to be kind to all beings, it says to be kind to all beings and things, which could be your animals. Are you kind to your animal? Did you pet your animal today? I said good morning to Stewie. I know I talk to my Stew boy every time I pass by his cage. I'm like, hey boy, and even when he's out of the cage, just petting him, playing with him with his toys, walking him. There was a time, I'm gonna tell you, back in the day, I didn't know what taking care of an animal was. I didn't have an animal. I had a cat, but and my cat's name was Pickles. But my dad had an animal, and I tell you what, that poor dog, now that I think back, we learn as time goes, but our dog stayed on the leash 24 hours, 365 days a year. I don't think my dad ever walked that dog, poor Mikey. And my mom would fuss at Mikey. Oh my God, Mikey he was just, I don't know, I call it a lack of love, but back then you had a dog and most of the time the dog stayed in the backyard. Y'all know what I mean. If some of y'all know what I mean, you had pets, but they just never got a chance to be really walked in the neighborhood. Like I see people walking their dogs. That's a lesson for me. I take Stewie for walks. I take him outside to go to the bathroom and I buy him little toys and he's just a pampered pooch. Yes, he is. So treat your animal with kindness. Yes, he is an animal, and lots of say he's just an animal. He's just a dog. But if you took the time to buy that dog, or someone took the time to give you that dog, and he's a living being, as well. So you need to treat your animal with kindness. Don't treat any animal and mean. Okay, so yeah, take your dog for a walk today. Take your cat, give your cat a rub and a pet today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it says in this way, creation returns to its natural state of beauty. Yeah, we can be kind and the world can, if we all show a little bit of kindness every day, the world can certainly become the beautiful place that it was surely meant to be. All right. And sometimes your act of kindness can remove the ugly out of some people. And they can see that there is still hope in this world. There is still kindness to be shown. And once you show that if someone shows that kindness to you, hopefully you'll also become a person that extends kindness to others and you can keep it going where kindness again can be found. You know what I mean? All right. Well, that is it for today. That is the word for today. That is the word for this week. That is the word for a lifetime. Let's be kind, everybody. Yeah, it's so simple. And it's free. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you where? In my next video. Peace and blessings. What? Until next time.